In this tutorial, you will learn how to tell the different carts apart that you see in your login, and also how to add a note, how to grid a cart, and what is gridding anyway. So the first thing when you log in is you want to click on the Carts tab on B&T. And if you see my cursor in the upper left-hand corner, I know that I'm on my Carts tab because the Carts tab is highlighted a light green. You will notice a couple of things on the page. The left-hand corner is going to give you your cart functions, and you're going to use these quite often. Sending emails to yourself on the list of books that you ordered, merging carts, using mass maintenance to grid your carts, and all other sorts of fun stuff. So I want to write down the number is another important column because it gives you your cart description. And this is how you know how to tell your cart. I also am looking at it by popularity. So we're going to look at this first cart. This first cart is a firm order cart. What's a firm order cart? A firm order cart is a cart that Karen makes for you. And it can come monthly, or it can come weekly, or it can come twice a month. It all depends on your ordering schedule. And you all have the beautiful Excel sheet that Karen made for you with all of our ordering schedules. So if we look at this cart's description, we can see that it's a nonfiction cart, and we see a set of Dewey numbers. And these are the Dewey ranges that Susan and I ordered. So it's 200, 600, and 910. So your cart description will be different because it depends on the areas they're ordering it from. The next set of numbers is the date the cart passed by the technical services in order for the order to get placed. So here, this cart has to be sent to technical services on March 5th, 2013. So that is the cart description for your firm order cart. And remember, Karen makes that cart. And also, another important detail is that the cart is already gridded. What does that mean? What's gridding a cart? Well, gridding a cart means that you're assigning a location card to the cart. That means maize, main, and dole will be options until you can order books. You want to make sure that you also, it will give the cart a particular budget that it's coming out of. Is it coming out of a fiction budget? Is it coming out of a non-fiction budget? Is it coming out of a large type budget? So you're giving it a budget of where it comes out from. So that's what gridding means. You're giving it a budget and you're giving it a location. Automatically has a copy. So that is a firm order cart, and that would no longer grid a cart. So the next cart that we're going to look at is a first look cart. A first look cart is carts that you will get twice a month from Baker and Taylor. And these things are interesting because these cards contain what has been reviewed. What has been reviewed, excuse me. The review could have been good, bad, mediocre, it doesn't matter. If it's reviewed, it will be in your first look cart. So it is up to you basically to go into your first look cart and to check out what doesn't need to be there.
So I click on update. Great.
The second cart is our first look cart, and we can tell this by the cart description. If you notice, all first look carts will have Oak Park P002 adult nonfiction. Under ordering info people, it would be fiction. That is the important prefix that you should recognize. This is a first look cart. Now, you'll see a set of Dewey number. So this is for 200s, and then we see this is a first look cart, but this one's for 600s, and then we have another first look cart, and we can tell this is for 800s by the Dewey number.
Only one copy.
So we also have another set of numbers next to it, and you can see it's 220 additional information. So this was sent to us in February on the 20th of this year. So that is the date that Baker and Taylor sends the cart to you.
We'll know that,
so that's really important too, because you want to make sure that you take care of your first look cards so you don't let them sit in your login for a very long time. Because remember, they do come twice a month.
Make sure you do that.
Which brings up another point, is that sometimes you will get the same title in a cart. So we know that Publishers Weekly gives reviews weekly. Library Journal comes out twice a month. They give the reviews. So you want to make sure that you keep an eye on and you duplicate check all of your information, because sometimes these cards will come with the same book in them because it's been reviewed at different times.
Change that number to one main.
So now we know what a first look card is. Now we know how to tell what a first look card is by its prefix, and then also we can tell these set of numbers is the date that the first look card is sent. Also, we see that there's 20 titles in this card, And it's up
I
to
don't need
us
that
to go into our
information.
first look
I
cart
can
and take out
just
things that we don't want.
Leave
So
cooking.
what I'm going
It's
to
only
do
one copy. It's coming here to main.
is
totally fine.
shimmy on
And I'm
down
clicking on
to a
update.
first look
So
cart
Baker
that's
and
not
Taylor
gridded.
will remember my
We see
changes.
these two are gridded
And
because
that
we
is
see
how
the
you
Y
add
symbol, meaning yes, it's
copies
gridded.
for the
But
branches.
this first
and
look
how you
cart
add a
is for
note
the
for which
800s.
browsing. Always
And
remember
it was
to
sent
click
to
on
us
update.
February
If you do
20th
not
of this
click on
year.
update, Baker and Taylor will
We
not
see the
remember your
status
changes.
is build,
So,
grid no.
I hope
It's
you
not
had
been
fun with
gridded,
this
so
tutorial.
it is up
Now
to
you
us
know
to
how
grid the
to add
cart.
copies to the branches,
We see
and you're gonna have
there's
so
14
much fun
titles in here, but notice
books to
there's
the rich
no
browsing
total
sections.
quantity, there's no total estimate price. That is because Baker and Taylor is sending us this cart with titles in it, but it's up to us to order it. So before you grid your cart, the most important thing is to take out titles that you do not want. So what I'm going to do is click on the cart, and it's going to give me a list of what's in this cart. So I am going to look at a extended view, which is already chosen. You can see on the right hand side, and also it's already chosen, but you can choose popularity descending. So I'm going to look at it at popularity descending. You can also look at it, which is really helpful, is date descending, because sometimes it will give you a book that is going to be published 7 months from now. And remember, you don't want those books in your cart because we only want to order 3 months ahead of time. We don't want anything farther than that. So if you notice, this one's getting published a little bit later. So let's say you look at this, you look at the reviews, and you really like this book. What do you do with it? Well, the cool thing is that you can put this in your quick cart. And if you remember, your quick cart is like a Post-it note. You can put items in that cart that you want to order at a later date. The quick cart does not expire. It will forever stay in your login, and you can put a book in there that you want to order later on. So let's say, for time's sake, I look at the Blue Plate Special, I look at the reviews, and it's awesome. I want to put this in my quick cart. So I'm going to go to Move Copy Selected Titles To. So I want to move this to my quick cart, and it's going to give me an option of where I want to send this book to. I'm choosing Quick Cart. So now Quick Cart is selected, and then I want to click on the title, and then go back up and click on Move. Are you sure you want to move this item to a quick cart? Yes. So I just moved that one item to my quick cart because I want to order it later on. So that's how to move an item from one cart to another to order for later on. So for time's sake, I'm going to look at the brief view. And let's say that, you know, I'm looking at this and I want to remove some titles. So you've looked at it, of course, you looked at the reviews, and let's say you want to move 2 titles. You want to click on the titles you want to remove and click on Remove Selected Titles. They will remove these from your cart and you never have to see them again. So once you've gone through your cart, you removed items that removed items that you don't want, and you've put items in your quick cart that you want to order later on, then you want to grid your cart. So what we're going to do is go back to our Carts tab, back to our 800s cart, and it's not gridded, and now we want to grid our cart. So what we want to do is go to our cart functions column here, which is in the left side, and I want to grid my 800s cart, and I'm going to click on the drop-down menu and choose Mass Maintenance, and then click on Go. And what that does is Baker and Taylor is going to pop up a new screen. And so what I want to do is go to Grid Enable this cart. Then the next thing I want to do is go down and apply template. And then I want to choose Nonfiction M. And M stands for Millennium. You don't have to worry about that, but that's what the M stands for. I'm going to scroll down and then click on Update. Do you want to perform this operation? Okay. And then we're going to look at our cart. And notice, yay, it is gridded. You're also going to notice something different. At the beginning we had 13 titles, but nothing was ordered. Notice that 13 titles are now in our cart. When you grid your cart, Baker & Taylor automatically adds one book for the main library. And so it's up to you to add copies for the branches and notes for rich browsing sections. So that's something you always have to remember. When you grid your cart, that it adds one title for the main branch, for the main library, and then you have to add additional copies for branches. So that means you have to go back in and do some maintenance on your cart. So that is how you grid your cart. That is how you can tell your carts apart from a firm order and the difference between that and the first look cart. And then you can move things to your quick cart and how to delete things. So I hope this tutorial was very helpful. If you have any more questions, please feel free to ask me. Go over the tutorial and also go over the handout that was given to you as well if you need additional help. And also I am also available to do one-on-one consultations with people. So I hope that helps, and have fun gridding your carts.